Hello, welcome back. It's the same day for me, but not for you. It's been a week. How y'all doing? Listen, I'm gonna be honest. It's been less than a minute since I last recorded. Because I'm recording multiple in one to make my life easier. Because I have a trip. I'm going on a trip in my favorite rocket ship for the holidays. So, let's continue. Breathe. Cool. Awesome. The Keys Rose have just handed me dig into my palm? Huh? Oh, yeah. So my keys just dig a hole into my palm and just live there. Its jagged edges creating a shallow ridges on my skin from how hard I'm clutching it. That makes more sense. It's a reminder of what I still need to do and why I've taken this job in the first place. Hugging my blazer closer to my body, I exit the house to get what Rose has asked of me. Just a few more hours, Isabella. Sell the house, get the money. Who said what now? No, what was that? What was that? What was that? Huh? Sweetheart, what was that? So, Isabella, I have to ask you 2 questions, because remember, I'm the small part of your mind. Are you schizophrenic? I'm gonna take this. Rose Cooper along with the woman, whatever. Co-agents worry about her well-being. Okay, cool, I don't care. A flock of people have already gathered in the mansion's front yard by the time we officially open the doors. I'm not sure whether I should be baffled or underdressed, 2 different things. Undressed is not appropriate. Underdressed is okay. Standing in their presence. The men and women of wealthy status, all dressed to the nines with fancy suits and lovely dresses of varying colors, compose the medium-sized crowd. Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be part of the news channel. Hello, I'm reporting here. Their necks, arms, and fingers were adorned with silver and gold, glinting in the afternoon sun. Some even have ridiculously fancied feather hats on their heads. Wow, I wasn't sure a hat went on their head. Sorry, that's just me being crazy. I really hope there aren't any... What? Magpies? Magpies? What the flip is that? What is that? And magpies living nearby, like in the stories. Those birds will have a field day in this. Is that what the birds are? Also, why do they fly so fast? Look, watch for a second, and they fly again. See? They're murmuring themselves, looking out at the estate's facade, oppressingly, with some arguing about whose mansion has a superior architecture. Most of it stops when Rose calls for their attention. Why is she only wearing that? You're supposed to be professional. I can see your breasts. That's not professional. I can guarantee. You going to wear a suit? You wearing a tie? You ain't wearing no tie in your button. You're like showing yourself. Like, you don't do that. If you're a real estate agent, you're wearing something nice. Like, I get if it shows a little, but you're not wearing like a t-shirt, like button down. No. They look too pleased at being ordered around, but what can they do about it?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos.
Hi!
We'll be taking a tour of the mansion in 2 groups. Please make sure you filled up our sign-in forms before joining a specific group.
Those who want to look around the first floor, please follow my partner. I'll be guiding the ones who wish to see the ground floor.
Yeah, I ain't going upstairs again. Hearing this, a few wandered to me. They're mostly old ladies who seem daunted by the idea of climbing all those stairs. Miss Cuff also joins the group, but what really catches my eye is the elegant dressed pair she approaches. What's with the breasts? Why is the clothes animated so differently?
It's so nice to finally meet you. When Chief Inspector Lee mentioned that a famous interior designer is in town, I knew I had to get you.
Your confidence in my skills is very flattering, ma'am.
She's blushing. Are you sure? If you're single,
I'm sure you won't disappoint, Marianne.
I can hook you up with someone. Like,
Oh,
I have waifus.
you know each other?
If you like women, or men, or both, or neither, or all people, they thems, he she's, her him, he him, said her him, or that too. Oh, you know each other?
Not at all, ma'am.
Why were you so fast to say that? You're like, no, ma'am. When in reality, you should say, not at all, ma'am. You're like, not at all, ma'am. Not at all, ma'am. Trying to say,
You mentioned something about a Marianne on our way here, darling?
Oh, yes, I think I did.
and I think he's a cheater. Ah, they must be the client she was talking about. I might have seen their faces somewhere before, some magazine or the television. I can't quite remember. But then again, most of our guests have likely ended up on the news one way or another. I won't be surprised if these two already have. For the people who are popular, though, they aren't dressed as loudly as the others. In their simplicity, the couple stands out. The woman in particular is stunning enough to turn the heads of most people in the group, especially the men with wandering eyes. Hey, no pervs. We don't like pervs. The guy standing beside her doesn't seem to mind, though. And if I'm going to be a bit bolder with my assumptions, I'd say he's basking in the attention. Both of them, in fact. We're egging on them. I think they are bothered. And sister, if I wasn't for their public display of affection. The matching rings on their fingers just cement the fact that they are indeed a couple. My only Samantha, I think that says. Yeah. Can you get that? I think that's Samantha. Whatever, couple or not, what's important is that we get this deal closed before the current owners can even think of canceling the listing. I just hope one of the people in Maya Rose's group brave and generous enough to buy this mansion. And so, with the papers in hand, I lead the way. When they are whispering among themselves or going, ooh, and ah, over one thing or another, they ask questions. From how restoration process went to the history of the place, I answer them all. More than happy to talk about the pieces of architecture. The art pieces in architecture, mostly. However, I'm careful not to mention anything about the urban legend. Not a good material for sales talk, even if the entire population of Luxborn knows about it.
Some of the furnishings here are actually the 17th century originals,
Interesting.
all of which have undergone a painstaking restoration process just to return its original beauty. Even the glass thing. Colorful ones. Oh, I don't know, but you get the idea, I hope. Especially that one, ma'am. It is said to be a gift commissioned by the fiancé of Lady Charlotte Ermengarde. The mansion's current owners have specifically requested that the restoration crew take great care in handling it. It's a priceless work of art and the most distinctive feature of the mansion.
Trust her. By the time I've stopped talking, her attention is already elsewhere.
Isn't this place
You have ADHD.
wonderful, darling?
Lovely
I
lady.
told you it's not a total waste of your time.
We're calling her lovely lady.
I don't know. Isn't it a bit too small?
Mr. in
We
Grey.
might have to break a wall
You
down
might
to
as well
have
call
more
him
room.
Twilight Sequel Boy. Or Vampire Boy. I don't know. He looks like a vampire. Mr. Grey, I didn't know.
Well, I think it is just right. Don't you think so, Marianne?
It is splendid, Mom.
It is splendid, Mom. Why'd the story change? Okay, yeah, I got that. Can I also...
But isn't it a little too early to make plans when no deal has been signed yet?
Never mind that. It isn't going to be a problem. We've got a wonderful legal team to handle. Start taking notes, though. I think I've got a few things I want changed before we move in.
The rest of the conversation gets lost in the chatter of our companions. I don't want to make any assumptions yet, but their sheer interest is enough to give me some semblance of hope. Oh, please, let these guys be the one. Eventually our group reaches the kitchen. Ooh, it's so cute. It's so petite. Reminds me of, what's the cooking one called? It's like, Cooking Companions. That's what it reminds me of. As much as the rest of the house, a great deal of effort has been put into retaining the room's classical appeal. The open hearth at the end of the room, in particular, looks amazing. Like the ones I've only seen in fairy tale books. And mad props to the cleaning crew. There's a cellar. I see the basement. And at last I see the basement. And it's like the fog has thickened. Seriously, after overhearing hundreds of their complaints about the soot and tar staining the bricks, and how much a pain in the brick... Are they British or Scottish or Germanish? Cleaning this'll be... They still managed to pull this off. And make it look presentable, at least.
The highlight of the room, however, is what's underneath this hatch here.
Oh, don't say anything yet. An underground wine cellar.
This is the first time the guy in gray speaks up, Mr. Luke Wright. My memory supplies the forms they signed earlier. So then why do we have his name as Mr. in Gray when they were talking? Suddenly his attentiveness catches me off guard since the start of the tour. Only his wife has shown any form of genuine interest in this place. By this time, something lights up in his eyes, mentioned of the Undercroft. What's so interesting about the basement? I really don't understand rich people sometimes. Right now, he just gives me the impression of a child who has seen what he absolutely wants for Christmas. I want for Christmas is you. Oh, hey guys, I have a question. Are you guys participating in Whamageddon? I know this is after Christmas now, but like, during Christmas, did you participate in Whamageddon? If you didn't, this year is the year. It's where you can't listen to Last Christmas, the original version by Wham, until Christmas. It's like a survival, like from the 1st to the 25th. It's awesome. I've always found it cute whenever I see children that act that way. My younger siblings especially. On a grown man, it's almost funny. Funny?
Yes, sir. It could house around 7,000 to 11,000 bottles of wine.
Truly. And the room, how was it built?
The bricks that were used to build the cellar had been carefully picked for the purpose of maintaining and preserving a constant temperature and humidity in the room. It's a good place to keep your private collection in if you have one, sir.
It keeps the corks in good condition.
Oh, love. Didn't you say before that you wanted to make your own personal vineyard? Perhaps you could start one here.
You know we're going to need space for that, darling.
This isn't big enough?
If it's space you're worried about, sir, the Ermengarde mansion sits on a 46-acre lot. There's plenty of room for it. We were told that the original owners had a horse stable built here before, too.
Their contemplative expressions amidst the Wright's face. But he doesn't say anything further. His wife, however, seems really pleased. Not sure what accent I was going for, whatever. That he started to show interest, if only a little. I smiled to myself. I may not completely understand how these people's minds work, but I sure know how to spot a buyer with sincere interest. Score! Score! Sorry. I can't wait to tell Rose. The rest of the tour goes by without a hitch. More than half an hour, we were able to cover most every room on the ground floor, heading to the parlor. Funny, the first time BRC had us survey the property, I kept complaining to Rose how big it was. Now I can't even bring myself to care no matter how much my feet hurt. What? Well, wear better shoes. Maybe this is just excitement over a possible sale. When we reach the parlor, however, an odd feeling washes over me. Starts off with small goosebumps on my skin, feeling like we're being watched intently. Whispers in my ear, shadows dancing and lurking in the corner of my vision. Hey, maybe that's the people. Dark silhouettes are gone when I turn to look. Chills settle down my spine, making me feel sick. I start to break out a cold sweat. I can't do this. I need to sit down for a moment. The old ladies in the group have requested for a break anyway. If I can just...
Excuse me, everyone? We will be taking a 15-minute rest here before we visit the first floor. In the meantime, please help yourselves to the refreshments and snacks we've prepared. If anyone has any questions, feel free to approach me. I'd be happy to help you.
I let them sit while I retreat to a quiet corner and recover. It's not what you think. Don't think about it. It's not what you think. Probably just caught Becca's cold. Don't think about it. I'm left alone for a good while, the same words spilling out of my lips in a silent prayer, until a hand taps on my shoulder.
Hello, you there?
Ma'am, right.
Yes, ma'am? Oh, look at you. Having to show a group around a mansion this big must be exhausting. Not a problem, ma'am. I'm just doing my job. What a hard worker. Anyway, Isabel, right? Isabella, actually. But yes, what can I help you with, ma'am, right? Please, just Hannah. Call me Hannah.
Who's Sarah, man? Who's Sarah?
I just wanted to ask, how soon are we able to move in?
My brain completely stops. The sick feeling plaguing me is suddenly gone, replaced with utter bewilderment. Is this a joke? She looks at me expectantly. I struggle to come up with an answer.
Wait, ma'am, you see, we haven't even negotiated a price yet, ma'am. We haven't even finished touring the rest of the mansion. A sale would be great and all, but...
She stops me from speaking any further and puts a hand on my shoulder. For a moment, with her tight smile, she looks as if she tasted particularly sour lemon.
Oh, please, sweetie, don't insult me. Money is not a problem. And, just between you and me, this place is better off with us than with some old lady who'll probably just fill it up with cats.
I personally don't think there's anything wrong with having cats here, ma'am Hannah. I'm sure there's more than enough space here if you want pets.
Perhaps I'm still not feeling well, but really, what's going on with cats? What's wrong with them? I agree, what's wrong with them? I have cats. They're cute. Well, I have one, but she's cute. More importantly, why is she talking about moving in already?
Well, I'm more of a dog person.
Of course. I have dogs too, so I can't complain.
But you see, this is going to be a gift to my darling. It's going to be our anniversary soon. And it would be so wonderful if you can secure its purchase for us. Why, I can even offer something extra if you help us out with the paperwork.
We actually have a process for this, ma'am. I don't really think that would be necessary or appropriate.
And just what are you two lovely ladies talking about here? Leaving me and our lovely interior designer to talk here by ourselves. What would the people think, darling?
Oh, it's just small talk, love. I was asking if she could help me with the paperwork.
I try not to wince at her nails digging into my shoulder. I can't help but send an imploring look and miss M, who only gives me a apologetic smile and a shrug.
Yeah, I can give you a fact sheet and a form to fill out.
No, I won't give you a fact sheet and a form to fill out. She wastes no time taking the papers from my hand as she shuffles through the bunch. Man, Rose is going to be so angry at me for letting her do that. Yeah, she's pushing you around. Don't get
Wonderful.
pushover.
And Marianne, I'd really love to talk to you about those changes. You took some notes earlier, yes?
I did, Mom. But I really hope that this time...
Excellent. Hopefully you can help us out too, Isabel.
Isabella.
Yeah, stop getting my name wrong. Screw you. Oh, we have to end.
Right. It's a lovely name, Isabel.
I'm going to scream in your face, punch you, then choke you. That's a joke. I'm not getting reported for that. I was joking. For the sake of this, I was joking.
It's Isabella.
Again. So, oof. Save this here. Yes, overwrite the save. Quit. Yes. That is all. This is my second one. God dang, it's been like an hour. Ugh, I'm dying. Okay. Bye, guys.